Hey everybody, Mike Linville here from Black Dog Education, where we teach small businesses how to build, maintain, and market their own fully search engine optimized websites. So what we're going to talk about over the next 5 videos in this series is what I like to call the 5 pillars of web success. Now, this is brand new stuff. This isn't stuff that worked a year ago or 3 years ago or 5 years ago. But in 2011, 2012, these are the things that small businesses are going to need to know and need to do if they want to not only survive but thrive, right? I mean, pick up market share, take on additional clients, take on additional employees, and get out there and start picking up some new business. These 5 pillars are just qualities, philosophies that are going to kind of get our brains thinking in the right way in terms of what it really takes to be successful online. So today we're going to start with the first pillar, and the first pillar is affordability. Now you're probably going, really? Duh, or whatever the case is. It seems pretty self-explanatory, but if you go back and take a look at it, I can almost guarantee that you probably don't hear a lot of web developers, I'm a web developer, talk about affordability. And the reason for that is because as a web developer, there is a certain amount of overhead that's associated with every project. So when you do really small projects, there's not a lot of profit in them, right? It's not until they get larger and larger that you really have some profit that kind of comes in. So for a web developer, big projects are really good. Big projects aren't necessarily affordable usually, but that's wrong, right? What that does is that's good for the developer, but not necessarily for the small business owner. If you're not making any money, you can love what you do, but you can't do it for free or else you're going to be out of luck. So, affordability, what we really want to be able to do is get you a website, get you a nice, clean, professional web presence that doesn't break the bank. Now, here's the thing. There's over 250 million websites online right now. So the question is how do you separate yourself from the competition? Well, if you spend all of your money on your website, and then some, which a lot of people do, they go over budget, right? But if you spend all that money there's no money for marketing. There's no money to tell people about this cool website that you've got that does X, Y, and Z, or that's going to be able to help you differentiate yourself from the competition. So what we really want to be able to do, instead of going out with a huge website, is we want to go ahead and go out with just the very minimal amount that we're going to need. It's got to be clean, it's got to be professional, but you don't necessarily have to have all the bells and whistles, and it doesn't have to be huge. Because what that does is that allows you to save a little bit of money so that you can spend some time and you can spend some money thinking about marketing campaigns, because marketing is going to be what drives the traffic to your site. So there it is, today's nugget. Pillar number 1, affordability, okay? Mike Linville from Black Dog Education. I want to thank you for letting me come in here and share with you, and we'll see you next time.
Want to become a full-blown web wizard? Just come on over to the DIYWordPressCreator.com for a free web series on how to build your own good-looking, professional website minus the expensive web guy or gal.